when you're worth some millions.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. And it's almost that time. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Now a look at the stats for him.
The trend to notice is the rise in his shooting percentage in the last 10 games. The shots have really been dropping for him, and as long as he's going along like this, they want him to be the one taking the big shots.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. The wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the point. And for the Rockets, you'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. The great out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Wells.
I got him.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Launches it. Thompson with the rebound. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. We got to talking about what do you do defensively against Ja Morant. And coach said staying on top of him isn't easy, so our focus is on shutting down the lanes and not giving him the openings to attack. We want to make Morant force the issue. Putting Morant in tight spots is the name of the game here. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Clark kicks to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He had a nice open look right there.
This is the productive play Morant delivers, and the team works hard to facilitate them for him.
Richard, the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
And here's Morant. After the three-pointer from KD. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Here he goes.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Morant, and the shot goes down.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
Rockets have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Out to KD. Pass to Smith. Here's the great. Thompson outside. Here's the great. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they are starting to pull away here as their shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, the great.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hawking. You have to give it up to this man.
Here's the great. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Smith for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Morant scanning the floor from about 16. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's the great. Guarded by Morant. Here's Durant, and it's Houston with another.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Morant with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morant's got 11.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's the great 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. G.G. Jackson, he's checked in for Wells. And it's Ty Jerome in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Houston. Jerome finds Edey. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's the great. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And he goes in for the dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Morant. 14 points for him. Edey with a screen on KD. And it's Morant missing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's the great. 19 points in the game. And the layup is good. The great's got 21.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Here's Jerome. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Kevin Durant comes in for Tari Eason. Thompson, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And the great subbed in for Fred VanVleet. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Jalen Wells comes in for Santi Aldama. Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Ja Morant in for Ty Jerome. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Clint Capella. And it's the great in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my third year. The end of my third year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that third year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Jackson. And it's Ty Jerome in for Morant. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 7 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's the great. 30 points in the game. Durant for three. Good on the three-point shot. 8 points for him.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
Jerome, no good.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And the basket by the great.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
Houston making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Capella. And it's Jabari Smith in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Memphis also making a switch. Scottie Pippen, he's checked in for Ty Jerome. The Grizzlies with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to the great. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 35 points for the great.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now here's Wells. Hasn't made one yet. Pippen. And that time, also a missed shot.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possessions.
Memphis moving that ball around. To the inside. And stolen by Şengün. Here's the great. He has 35. He got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Rockets ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
In that game against the Spurs, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, you know, we try. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Memphis Grizzlies. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Starting the second half, here's Tomas Isolos's five. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. The front court is Wells and Jackson. And it's Clark in at the 5 down low. Here's the great. Oh, my goodness, man. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The 19-foot shot takes a big high bounce and goes in. The greats got 42 in the game.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And it's Morant missing. Smith outside for three. Durant hits it from three-point range. Durant's got 11.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. You'd better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Well, you look at the great and uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Ja Morant, a few spots down. He really does a great job leading his team. Such an unselfish player.
If you look at the work of these 2 players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
First team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wells.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Count it. 44 points for the great.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. Here's the great. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you, Kevin.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Caldwell Pope outside. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Jackson kicks to Wells. Now here's Morant for 3. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And good! There's another.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Jackson down low. He's against Smith, and the shot goes in.
Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got 9 points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
1:32 left to play here in the third. Out to Smith. This one for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Wells passes to Morant. The Rockets pull it in. The great's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Picked him clean. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's a great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Morant. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Pass to Wells, fires from deep. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And there may not be a lot of drop. So we see Houston taking the W here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the GREAT.